Hi, Dr. Yu here at the Rochester Museum and Science Center. We're going to try another at-home experiment. This time I thought we'd do some experiments with eggs, kind of an egg experiment you might say. So what you're going to need is you're going to want 3 eggs, just regular raw eggs. We're going to get a string that's about 12 inches long, string or yarn, some corn syrup, some vinegar, some water, and some cups, and then you'll be all set. So this is going to take a couple of days. It's an experiment that lasts a few days. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take each egg, you're going to put it in the water, and you are going to fill the cup, or at least make sure you're covering the egg, with vinegar. You're going to do that for all 3 eggs. You're going to let that sit for about 3 days, 2 to 3 days, okay? What's going on here is, if you've ever wondered what's going on inside of the egg and you can't see inside, that's because this eggshell has calcium in it. That's why it looks all white. Our bones have calcium in it too. That calcium protects the egg from being damaged. Well, to see what's really going on here, we need to get rid of that calcium. And that's what the vinegar does. The vinegar is going to dissolve that calcium, remove it from the shell, so we can see what's going on inside. So it's been almost 3 days. We have our 3 eggs submerged in our vinegar. They've been going for a while. You notice I've got some plates on top of them. The reason I do that is because vinegar can be kind of stinky. And if you're just going to do this like in a kitchen or something, you want to put something on top of the cups so that it's not stinking up the house or the kitchen. So just word to the wise. Okay, now if you look inside, you'll notice it's really white and foamy inside the cup. That's showing us how that calcium has been getting eaten away and dissolved off of the egg from eggshell. So let's try and take these out. And I'm going to actually take advantage of those plates so we have some place to put the eggs onto. All right, let's get our first one out. They're going to be really squishy. You see how it's like a big gelatin egg now here. And you see how I can squeeze that and it's almost like a water balloon inside. So what's going on is that shell is protecting the membrane of the egg. Every living thing is made up of cells, and every cell has a membrane. And the purpose of that membrane is to allow things like oxygen in, but not allow things that could be harmful to come inside. So the membrane serves as like this protective layer. So what we can do is we can actually experiment with that. So what we're going to do now is another test. I'm going to take 2 brand new cups, and let's see, I wonder how big one of these eggs is. So let's just test and see how big around is it. If I take my string, I'm going to start at the end here. I'm going to carefully wrap it around. It comes to about here. So let's see, how big around is that? If you look on our ruler, we can see it's about 17, 18 millimeters around. So let's see what happens when we try the next experiment. So I'm going to take that egg, I'm going to put it in this cup. I'm going to take this egg, and I'm going to put it in this cup. Well, but that didn't break. Now, in one of them, here, I'm going to fill it with water, the one I just measured. Okay. And let it submerge. Notice how it stays at the bottom there. The other one, I am going to submerge in corn syrup. Oh, look at how big and thick that is. All right, I'm going to get everything submerged. There we go. So like I said, the cell membrane should protect and not allow some things in, but allow other things in. So let's let these sit, and we're going to let these sit for another 2 or 3 days, and we're going to see what happens and what changes.